Alright, so I think we're filming. If we're not, then this is just a testing then, I guess. So today, I'm not gonna go over everything here. I'll go over what my outlook was on the week before the week actually started. So on forecasting, so this is what I was saying. I wanted to see price retrace into this um bearish breaker block because as you see, this was the last low high, and then we broke it with displacement and with a fair value gap. So I'm pretty sure this is a unicorn entry. But yeah, price topped at the end of the year, and then entered bearish order flow without any like true high time frame entries, just kind of leaving a clean 4 hour bearish fair value gap along with that breaker. Um, but yeah, yesterday I was looking for price just to come back into a premium where we can short, thinking price will reach. Okay, yeah, and then price respected this 4 hour bearish order block, although not respecting the CE. So I was just thinking last night, like what we could possibly be doing. I thought price could maybe be still reacting off this order block, as you see, but no. So we're getting on the back on the 4 hours. So we'll start up here. So after I thought we were reacting to this order block, as you can see, we filled some sort of imbalance here, and yeah, we shot up in the morning session. So I'll run you through the morning session and what happened because I was trading from 6:30 to around 8. So last night, or yeah, it was last night. Dodgy, my mentor, he marked out this fair value gap right, where was it? Right here. And he said, if this breaks, we'll likely see an inverse. And I'm not taking his word for it, obviously, right? What I was thinking of is that when this fair value gap, because we obviously see we got one retest, a second retest, and usually price will fail to retest a third time just because there's not enough orders there to cause the price to reject another time. 1 second. So I was watching this during the London session last night. We were going lower, and actually right here is beautiful inverse entry, as you can see. There's this fair value gap as we're tapping into a higher time frame. Pretty sure this is a fair value gap or an order block. you know, Close above it, enter, stops right under the low, target above, target to here. We hit it eventually, but that's not the point. But what the point is when we woke up around 9, we haven't yet had any reaction, but we are bearish. So that was in our mind, and we were reacting from this fair value gap right here. So I was on the charts around 920 or 620, 920, whatever you'd like to call it, and we finally inversed this fair value gap. So we were thinking of going long, right? Because once price inversed this, obviously on the 5 minute, I was suspecting it to be inverse because we did have the highs there too. But once we had this candle, I knew it was going to be an order block candle. I could just tell from the experience, the time I've had on the charts so far. That was just pretty obvious to me. And the reason why I didn't take this on my live account was just due to the fact that if I was going to enter, obviously it was going to be on the 1 minute or the 5 minute. But as you can see, we topped above it 922 until right before market open. And I would not like to enter a trade before market open when we have a high risk because market open is pretty volatile and we don't really know exactly the bias. So as you can see, if I this is what the trade was going to look like maybe up to here. So yeah, I don't really feel comfortable risking 29 ticks. That's just not something I'm good at doing. So because I didn't feel comfortable, I thought I was going to take it on a micros, right? On a micro account, I was going to take 2 micros or no, I took 3 micros. So I entered in 3 micros, and it was a good position, but I entered it on my paper trading account, not this account. Today we were up $200. I started with a blank account for the new year. Um, so yeah, we got the inverse. It was perfect. Once again, I did not capitalize on the move, but I saw it. I, you know, analyzed the price action, and I completely understood everything that was happening. And I just keep on seeing this time and time again. So all it's going to do is just keep on helping me. And then, as yesterday, as I thought yesterday, we would reach this 2.5 standard deviations from the manipulation leg, which is this leg right here. So we reached, oh shit, we reached 2.5 standard deviations without any really break. I mean, we stopped obviously at 2.5 standard deviations to kind of consolidate, build prices, and then our next target was equilibrium of the higher time frame range, the 0.5 mark, and price just kept going, and now we tapped into this breaker block before market close, and now we'll have to be seeing what price will do next. I didn't really expect today to be as volatile as it was. That kind of caught me off guard. If you're looking for the equilibrium, equilibrium is right here, 0.5 level of this. Also the SMT with YM, which did give me the confluence that made longs this morning feel like something that made more sense. I was not emotional today. I didn't break any of my trading rules, which is just something I've been working on and I'm proud of. And the only real live trade I took today, I chased one micro on a Nasdaq long. I'm not exactly sure, but this is a pretty textbook trade that I took on YM this morning. We'll see exactly where I took it. As you can see here, we swept our buy side liquidity, then we tapped into this fair value gap, and as you see, we have a clean 1 minute fair value gap. We don't have a fair value gap up here. We don't have a fair value gap up here. There's not three in a leg. It's just one fair value gap. So I'm looking for this to be inversed once we sweep price here, because we obviously didn't show any real true displacement underneath this low of the day. Along with that, we swept under this one, and oh, this is an inverse. Yeah, we respected this inverse clearly. And so I entered right here because what I could see from this reaction is that price was more leaning bullish, because basically I've noticed a lot of times maybe we get the change in state of delivery after we close above and we retest inverse, but I've also seen a good amount of times we get the change in state of delivery before we inverse. So I can kind of suspect that. And another thing you can do, and it makes your risk lower, because once price comes up here, you're able to put your stop here instead of a close below, which potentially would be under this low. So I entered long right here, and I kept my stop loss under here, right here, because I knew this would be a change in state of delivery, but I also wanted to be able to leave some space for price to react. I was not feeling confident enough to put my stop loss right here, just because that didn't make sense for the time being. And then I scaled my positions out right here. So yeah, that was a pretty good trade on my part. And then price just kept going up. So this is just kind of another thing that I think is experience in psychology, is just trying to capture the full move. Because I made $200 from here. Obviously, I'm not thinking about the never mind. I'm not going to think about the money part. But I did a good trade, and that was what I'm thankful for. And I had the opportunity to be in the market today, and it was really good. I'm going to make another video if this is even a fucking video. I don't know what I'm doing on here. Alright, see ya.